therapeutic environment for the purpose of delivering high levels of stimuli to patients with dementia. The highly desirable setting and space will fill up quickly. Please contact Angie Copeland today to secure your place. Call 270-705-0688.
Don't be left out in the cold this winter. Fortner Gas is ready to keep you warm. Fortner Gas is available 24/7 and will always take care of their customers when other companies leave people in the cold. Just contact Fortner Gas and schedule a propane delivery to your home or business. They want your business and will prove that to you. You can count on Fortner Gas in Princeton to keep you warm and toasty this winter. Doesn't that sound good? Fortner Gas, since 1951. Make the Newsom's tradition a part of your tradition this holiday season. Newsom's hams are built on the tradition of service and great flavors. Stop by and visit today in Princeton. In addition to award-winning country hams, their barbecue preacher ham is custom smoked and available in whole, halves, or sliced by the pound. Try their prosciutto. They offer gift baskets, meat sampler boxes, smoked bacon, sausage and turkey, country ham seasonings, deli meats and cheeses, even meat trays, bulk candies, jams, jellies, dressings, relishes, sauces, pickles, and even pickled vegetables. Merry Christmas, and God bless you from Nancy and the Newsom's crew. Stop by the store in historic downtown Princeton or call 270-365-2482. Check out the Newsom's Old Mill Store Facebook page or newsomscountryham.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty at 811. I didn't get the 7-Eleven tie, but I got the 811. Ha 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 ha. Just doesn't have the same,
I'm excited.
Well, it doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
No, oh boy.
811 just doesn't roll off the tongue like 7-Eleven. But I tell you what does. Boy, I've said this one a lot.
What's
the
that?
last name, Shaheen.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard that?
I've heard.
I might have heard of the name Tiffany Massey before.
Might have heard of that.
A time or two anyway. Farmers Bank, we say that one a lot too.
We say that one.
I might actually turn their mics on so they can defend themselves. Tell them who we got, Ty.
Well, we have Tiffany Massey here from Farmers Bank. She's the marketing director and head of the ambassador program there. We've got Elijah Shaheen, and boy, he's going to be our community member this month that has done something wonderful in our community. Tiffany will tell us about that, and of course, Dad Tim is here as well, and we certainly welcome them to the WPKY studios. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, we were joking around earlier, and it's not Elijah's first round on the radio because he's used to having a microphone in his face for other reasons. Of course, if the name sounds familiar, Caldwell County football, that's where you normally hear it. But what I love about that, what have you done in the community that got you this recognition?
Just making people smile, just making them feel that they're loved. There's a lot of people out in our school that are just having tough times, and I just want to be that role model and that leader that you don't have to play sports. You don't have to be prom king or prom queen. You can just be you, and you can be special.
I love that.
It's
Don't
good
you just
stuff.
want to hug him all the time?
I love him.
I love that he's he's a great ambassador because not only is he involved in sports, but he's kind of a leader, on his team, and he knows that. I got a little smirk out of him there. He's really good, but that when the younger ones are coming up and they're like, man, I want to play like Elijah plays. I want to do what Elijah does because he's successful. And, my son plays football. He's younger. When he looks at somebody like Elijah, from the middle school team up to the high school team, and he's looking at him going, hey, that's exactly what I want to be doing. Yeah. So now he's going to want to go model. We were just talking about weightlifting a few minutes ago, too. That's something he's doing after school. So when he sees what Elijah's doing, guess what he wants to go do? And he's not alone. The rest of these kids are the same way. So when that's what he does, that's what I want to hear, too, is look, Elijah is going out and doing this in the community, and I want to do that too.
Yes,
That's
I think,
awesome.
Whenever it comes to somebody who plays sports, I think what really shows their character is those that are doing things on the field and off the field. And I just think that Elijah exhibits that all around. The thing that the person who nominated him said about him was, he is a strong leader among his peers who displays kindness for everyone. I've witnessed this young man be a friend to many in need of one. He's always looking to serve those around him and certainly glorifies God wherever he goes. And I just thought,
that's
now
awfully nice.
Yeah.
That's awfully nice. Is there anything in particular that's kind of your favorite thing to do, like a community service thing that's kind of your favorite?
I haven't done it as much recently, but food distribution at our church, Christ Tabernacle. Every time we have food distribution, we distribute food to almost over 250 people here in Caldwell. So it's amazing.
What makes you want to do that? What's the part in your life that says, you know what, that just makes me want to go out and help other people? It makes me want to give back.
Just other leaders impacting me, like my dad, my mom, Coach Barnes. It just impacts me a lot, and it's like, if they can do it, I can do it too at 16 years old. So.
And I have to say, I know that I've talked to individuals in the community who have said that Christ Tabernacle gave them food to eat. They are the ones that fed them that week. And I just think that that's an amazing thing that the church does for people in the community who cannot afford to buy food. And sometimes, people take that for granted that we get to eat every day. And some people cannot, and just looking for ways to help those in need, I think, is a big thing. And Elijah does a great job at that.
Ty, we had Coach Vic in here the other day. And for Hometown Hero. Mm-hmm. And we were actually talking about the Farmers Bank Ambassador Program because that's, when he was talking about what he wanted to do was give back and try to teach the younger kids, growing up, this is what you need to be doing. That's a great example of that.
Yes. And, Elijah, you're in 10th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he becomes a senior, I hope that he will apply to be an ambassador. And because, it's just amazing that I've been in touch with so many students who are, underclassmen that I could totally see as one of our ambassadors. And, don't think that I'm not taking notes on all of them, because these are definitely, the ones that we want as an ambassador.
I think it's very important. I think he hit the nail on the head too. Walking the halls at the high school, lots of things going on, lots of dynamic going on, and yet you mentioned it. You wanted to be looked up to, wanted to be a leader, wanted to set a high example, and it's so important in this day and age. Tell us about how it feels when you're walking down the hall as a student athlete, as a good student, and how that makes you feel that you've got all those youngsters and the young, you might be considered, hey, I'm not a senior yet, but yet folks are looking up to you and those other kids.
At first, it felt kind of weird because I had so much pressure on myself that I was just putting on myself. But, you just got to keep your composure and just do normal things that you would do at home and just be yourself. And the one thing that I would say is never let other people get the best of you, and don't fall into peer pressure, because it's all around school. You just got to keep your composure and just follow your lead.
I'll tell you that to me is it's strong.
He's got me
too.
Inspired for today.
Well,
what we need, man. I need a little shot in the arm this morning.
Kids need to hear that, because there's been not necessarily great things in the news lately, and there's been a lot of pressure and stress out of it. Even here in Caldwell, that you think that that doesn't happen here. Well, it does.
Yes.
And I think that's if he can put a positive message out there for other kids, when, frankly, there's a lot of stress going on at the moment, mm-hmm. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think what he said about just loving people, I've always said that if we would just love everyone for who they are and not care about their differences, I just think that the world would be a better place. And I'm just so glad that there are people like Elijah that feel that way, that just shows love to people and, acceptance. So
need a lot of tolerance in this world in this day and age. And athletics, very important to you. Yeah. We were talking about the weightlifting. How does it transform from the field, what you do out there, to what you're doing in the classroom and in the school?
Weightlifting and all that kind of stuff, after school activities. You also have to be smart in the classroom. You also got to know just certain kind of stuff. But at the same time, you just got to maintain your focus in the classroom and just keep working hard. At many times, I was like, all right, I'm ready for Friday night. I'm ready to run track. But at the same time, you gotta know academics is really important.
Right.
You know,
Without
we
that,
hadn't
you can't
mentioned
play.
that, but he does track too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I used to do
amazing.
track. I love track.
I
What's
do
your
hurdles.
favorite class?
My favorite class? Well, does weightlifting count?
Yes, absolutely.
Why
not? My favorite was basketball. You know, my class, and we had basketball at school.
The other
so that's
day,
okay.
whenever we gave him the Community Driven Award, he was actually in weightlifting. So he was nice and sweaty and didn't want to give me a hug, but I had to give him one anyway. So
Well, and I'll tell you that, you know, outside of the athletics, and we had talked about college a few minutes ago, and you had expressed an interest in business. And I think that's so cool that you can already kind of see that what makes you say business, you know, that you want to get into that. Is that something that, you know, somebody else has inspired you for?
Miss Griggs. I took her class freshman year, and I'm taking business management right now. And just the stuff that she teaches about, sometimes it just kind of throws me off, and I'm like, that's not interesting. But some of the subjects that she talks about, it's like, I may want to do this when I'm in college.
She's going to love hearing that, by the way. She's going to get a kick out of that because she was in here just the other day.
Really?
And yeah. And,
Yep.
and I'll tell you, she's so proud of all of the students. And it's teachers like that I think make a huge difference with the kids up there. When they can be positive too, you know, it kind of really helps them.
Well, it's all about attitude, and obviously Elijah has an attitude that is infectious upon others, and a work ethic that needs to be admired. And we're just so proud of you for what you do on the football field, on the athletics, but especially in the classroom and in the halls of Caldwell County High School and in the community. Well deserved. And Tiffany, this is a wonderful program that Farmers Bank has in place here. Your ambassadors, give us an update on some of the things that they are doing as well in the community.
Well, we just got done with our FAM program Christmas party, so that was this Sunday, just 2 days ago, and we had a Christmas party with the kids, and we had pizzas and chicken nuggets and all the good things, and then we decorated cookies, which they loved, and we had a cookie decorating contest, and then we had gifts for all of the students that are part of the FAM program. And I have to say, you know, some of the ambassadors had even said, like, I just went home and cried because of how excited these kids were to open up these gifts. You know, one of them said it was the best Christmas ever. And I just think sometimes we all take for granted just the small things, just a pair of tennis shoes or anything. And just to see these kids' faces light up, I texted the ambassadors yesterday, and I was looking through all of the pictures that I had taken of the night, and I said, guys, I could cry. I said, and it's not even about the gifts, because it's about how these kids look up to you all and how you're making a difference and an impact in these kids' lives. And I'm just so proud of you, and I love you all. So it's wonderful. I've been so blessed by it. I sent Melissa pictures from the day, and I think that she's really proud that we're doing what we're doing. And I just hope that we can continue to make an impact and just, you know, be there for these kids and love them and just build that connection with them, because that's what they need.
I think the cool part about what you're doing is, you know, we had talked a lot about, you know, we want positive things for these kids. We want them to get attention because they're doing positive things. You and I have talked a lot about that. And I said, I think what we're starting to see is that they're doing enough of it, it becomes muscle memory. They don't have to think about going and doing something nice. It's kind of like sports. When you do it enough times, repetition and practice, it becomes muscle memory. You don't even have to think about it. So we need to get to that point. We're opening that door and helping, you know, somebody out with the groceries or whatever. You don't have to think about, hey, I need to go do that because they told me I should. You just do it because you're just doing it. It's muscle memory.
And I just want to instill in the ambassadors that whenever you serve others, you're always blessed. And I told them one night, I said, I know that you all have a million other things that you'd rather be doing right now, but what a difference that you're making. And I hope that the more that they do that, they just know that, yes, that is something that I want to do, and that's something that I choose to do, and that I know that no matter what, whenever I sacrifice my time for others, that it's rewarding and that I impact people. So,
and Tiffany explained to us again that you mentioned the FAM party and the FAM program. This is a mentoring program that the ambassadors do throughout the year.
Yes, it's a mentorship program. It's the FAM program, so the Farmers Bank Ambassador Mentorship Program. And we've paired up each ambassador with a student from the elementary school. And we just do different things each month with them, activities, and get them all together. Next month for January, we're going to just do a gym day. I said, these kids, they just want to play ball. They want to have fun. I said, let's do that. Let's set up some arts and crafts for the girls. Karaoke, because they said, I want to do karaoke next time. And I said, well, you got to stand up and sing your favorite Christmas song. And one of the girls, she stood up, she got ready, and she just beautiful voice. And I was like, well, you better believe we're going to have a karaoke machine next time.
They've got more guts than we do, I'm telling you.
Yes. And so I think, the main thing is just having fun with these kids. The reason why it's the FAM program is because I want it to be a family environment. I want them to know they're loved. We can get together once a month. You all let me know how things are going. I've developed really good relationships with the parents of the students in the FAM program, the elementary school students, and I'll text them and check on them every now and then. One of them texted me and said that their kid was getting in trouble. I said, anytime that I need to go out there or do whatever, I'm there for these kids. I'm invested in the ambassadors and the students in the FAM program, and I just love all of them, and, have just developed a really good relationship with all of them, so.
I think that's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Dad, was he like this when he was little? I mean, is this something that he just started, recently, or has he just always been have that kind of heart?
He's always been like that.
Wow.
All the time.
Just kind of knew from an early age he was just going to do that, huh?
Yeah. That's
special.
For sure.
Well, and when he talked about the Christ Tabernacle, of course, y'all have a big food drive going on right now out there, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell us anything about that?
I don't know a whole bunch about it because I'm on the road a lot, but when we serve on the big night, when we serve, we're usually giving out 250 to 300 families, giving them food for.
Yeah, and on the food drive, I know because that's where Roy and I have been going to Christ Tabernacle, and each day throughout December, they have something that you could pick up. So every week, they have different things on the list of items of food that is needed. So at the end of the month, we can have a big amount of food that we all donate.
Well, and that makes it doable for some people where they can't do a whole lot at one time. But, you split it down where you can do a little bit at a time.
Yes.
Suddenly,
and they've shown, each week, boxes of the items and how much it costs. And it's only, maybe $20 a week. So it, is
That's
doable. And it's something that, around this time of year is definitely needed. And
helping lots of families. And that's fantastic.
Any advice for the younger ones that are coming up? How do they get involved? How did you get started? Where do you think that they should start putting their footsteps and efforts into?
7th grade, I started football from my friend Jordan Ladd. He asked me to play football, and I was like, I don't know, because I was so into music at the time. I love Michael Jackson. And I joined football. I started my first year, and I loved it. And now, playing on the varsity football team, my advice for just middle schoolers, if they just want to do sports in general, just keep working hard and start talking to the high school coaches, and they'll get you involved. They love kids. They just love kids, and they'll help you out with anything. If you want a job or if you just need help in academics, they'll just help you. So just...
What about the community side of it, though? I mean, where do you think they should start? Did they start at church or at school, or where do they start helping people?
Well, I started helping in church with my youth. my youth pastor, Brandon.
But they don't have to
Sigler.
belong to a church, right? They can just pick one and
Church.
start helping, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what do you got set in front of you?
What is this?
That this C3 Electric
C3
Power
Electric.
Lineman Award that
Isn't
he
that
received
cool?
back during the football season, and a little delayed in getting it to him, but he was here today, so we got that to him. And I can't believe he gave up his sequin glove for the pigskin, but I see that it's paid off for him.
Well,
His
and
Michael
what
Jackson
I'm
sequin
wondering,
glove.
maybe I need to invite him in January to our fan program event. 'Cause
I'm
if I've got
thinking-
karaoke going on,
There you
then
go.
maybe we could play a little Michael Jackson.
There
Hey,
you
if
go.
you keep him in here very long, I'll start finding other things out. I'll pull it out of him one way or the other. Look at him. He's mad every day. Hey, we're proud of you,
Thank
and
you.
we're
Yes.
proud of
Well
everything
deserved.
you're doing, and we're supporting you.
Great
Yep.
job,
Thank you.
Elijah.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
And thanks so much for being here again. And, of course, Tiffany Massey from Farmers Bank and Elijah, our awesome
Our community-driven award.
people in
And-
the community helping out people.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Farmers Bank, their ambassador program and their FAM program now. What a community outreach for our community, and they're giving back to this community in that way, in more ways than one. And so we can't thank Farmers Bank enough as well. Elijah, same to you. Congratulations, job well done. Dad, same to you as well. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to each and every one of you all. We just can't thank you enough for being here this morning with us.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Tess.
Hey, it's Coffee Talk. Stick around. I've got some coaches walking in the building. Boy, you say coach, and they just all start flocking in all of a sudden. It's 8:30 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Could you use a little extra money for the holidays? Jackson Hewitt is ready to help, whether you have unexpected expenses or last-minute gifts to buy. Starting December 18th, come in and ask a Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro how you could get up to $500 fast with an early refund advanced 0% APR loan by MetaBank. All you need to get started is a pay stub or other proof of income. Find out how we can help you get money on a prepaid card fast before the holidays. Go to jacksonhewitt.com to learn more. That's jacksonhewitt.com. Terms apply.
Ordinary bar soaps may do a good job of cleansing. Easy, done and done. But with Dove, you get a whole lot more, because every bar is made with 1/4 moisturizing cream. So you get a gentle clean that leaves skin feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. Upgrade to Dove, the bar that gives you more. It cleanses and cares. Plus, it's #1 recommended by dermatologists. Now that is money well spent. Dove, get more from your beauty bar.
Hey guys, Heidi with Capitol Cinemas, your local Princeton movie theater with your weekday lineup. In Cinema 1, Jumanji Next Level PG-13 shows Monday through Thursday at 6:30. Jumanji will move to Cinema 2 for the opening of Star Wars on Thursday. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker PG-13 shows Thursday at 6 o'clock. In Cinema 2, Frozen 2 shows Monday through Thursday at 6:30. In Cinema 3, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, PG, shows Monday through Wednesday at 6:30. Call during showtime hours at 270-365-0200 or visit us at capitalcinemas.net. Thanks for listening. See you at the show.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Line County friends. We invite you to come to Cada's anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cada's or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at hancocksneighborhoodmarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, hancocksneighborhoodmarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cada's.
Happy holidays from Perry's Floors and More Princeton. They look forward to serving your flooring needs in the new year. They can replace your old worn-out floor with a new floor that will add warmth and style to any room. Choose from luxurious designer carpets, beautiful luxury vinyl plank or luxury vinyl tile floors that will stand up to the wear and spills of your family. Whichever floor you choose will be backed by reputable manufacturers and installed with expert care. See Bill or Lucy at Perry's Floors and More, 127 Market Street in Princeton.
The battling Tennessee Titans host another home game at Nissan Stadium this Sunday as they host Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The award-winning Titans countdown happens at 11. Voice of the Titans, Mike Keith, and Coach Dave McGinnis call all the action of Titans and Saints from Nissan Stadium with a noon kickoff. Titans and Saints.
106.5 WKDZ.
Could you use a little extra money for the holidays? Jackson Hewitt is ready to help, whether you have unexpected expenses or last-minute gifts to buy. Starting December 18th, come in and ask a Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro how you could get up to $500 fast with an early refund advanced 0% APR loan by MetaBank. All you need to get started is a pay stub or other proof of income. Find out how we can help you get money on a prepaid card fast before the holidays. Go to jacksonhewitt.com to learn more. That's jacksonhewitt.com. Terms apply.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Clouds should be clearing out during the afternoon, high 34 today. Tonight, clear, overnight low 25. Now tomorrow, sunshine, high 38, and then on Thursday, sunny, high 48. Again today, clouds should be gone by this afternoon, high 34.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Black Patch Grill.
Do the winter blues have you down? You are not alone. Seasonal depression affects many people. If you are experiencing periods of low energy, social withdrawal, hypersomnia, or other symptoms of depression, seek help from one of our licensed professionals with Health First Community Health Center. Visit their website, healthfirstchc.net, or contact their office at 270-365-9455 for more information. Health First Community Health Center is located at 1100 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
At Christmas time, we gather around the dinner table with family and friends. There's nothing better than knowing your meal is mouthwatering for you and your guest. No's Barbecue will smoke a pork shoulder or ham over hickory coals, low and slow, the old-time traditional way. Call to order no later than December 18th and pick up your pork shoulder or ham at No's. You can also book catering for holiday parties. Located right by Barkley Dam and the Big Blue Bridge in Grand Rivers. For more information, check out No's Barbecue's Facebook page. 1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk, and of course we got some pretty familiar faces in the studio with us this morning. And 8:35, and of course Ty, we got a couple of football coaches in here, but we're not going to be talking about football today, right?
That's right. That's what I understand.
I got it out of my system. Elijah's been here, so I got it completely out of my system. Look at Coach K. He's Yeah, I'm not going to do it to him.
I know what we're getting into.
We've got Torey Hammett with us, and we've got Coach K, Steve Kukahiko.
That's right.
The real name, the full name, and we're going to
the legend.
That's what it is. I told him how cute his date was at the basketball game the other night. Cutest little girl running around. I'm telling you. The Grand is adorable. She is beautiful. So I had talked to Torey the other day, and I said, "You guys, with the Hoops Classic coming up, are you needing anything? Do you need some sponsors still?"
Oh yeah, always.
Tell us all about it.
Well, we've had I know we're going to come back and touch a little bit on that Thursday, so I didn't bring our list with us, but yes, we've had a great community support so far. We feel like things are in good order with what we'll make from the gate and the concessions to have a good fundraiser out of it. And the community generally gets pretty involved in that. Sometimes it just seems to get by and they don't know, so we appreciate the radio time to tell them. But, yeah, we're looking for still sponsors up till the 20th, I believe, will be the last time we can take them and actually get them on the banner that we're producing for the school. So, yeah, we've got small ranges from $25 to $99. Then we've got one from $100 to $199. Then we got one from $200 and up. Each category gets something a little bit different, a little more if you have a bigger one. So yeah, if you're out there listening and you want to be a part, you can call me 270-963-0671, or you can contact Goodwin Insurance or drop by Goodwin Insurance. Call me and I'll come get it. But yeah, we'd love to have more. It's a Caldwell County Athletics fundraiser. So, albeit it's a basketball tournament, the funds disperse amongst athletics. So everything will get a little touch of some of that funding.
Yep.
Okay, well that's awesome.
Yes.
And what else you got going on?
Oh,
if
man,
that's not enough,
barely getting by. No, we. I mean, if we're going to go ahead and get into what we're here for today, we had a opportunity arise this year because the Caldwell Tennis coach from years past, Miss Kim Farmer, and her assistant coach, Raymond Janina, had stepped down last year and retired from the position. And what a wonderful job and career that they had, kind of putting Caldwell Tennis on the map, especially in the region. I mean, they've won multiple region championships, and then also had attendance to participate in the state tournament. So I think just with just timing was a good time for them to step away. And as bad as we hated to see that, just was one of those things that was going to happen. It happened last year. So we're thankful for all their time that they've put in with all the kids, but it's a new day for Caldwell County Tennis. And we were looking for someone that could fill in that gap, potentially as a interim role, right now. But who knows where it leads to. But so we contacted this particular gentleman sitting with me, and a few of us that have some children involved that have played all our life said we would commit to coming on board a little bit, trying to help. So we've got a little collection of guys that are going to help, and then with that, we would introduce our new head coach, Steve Kukahiko, Caldwell County Tennis.
How about that?
He is smiling and grinning from ear to ear over there.
How about that? Let me just first say, tell CJ I'm not quitting football. Okay?
He was a little worried. I'm not going to lie.
And for those out there, we're still we're only a few months away from middle school football, but I told Torey and Jay Engelbright when they first approached me, I felt like going fishing a lot of times. A lot of times we put bait on the hook. Well, I think I was the bait this year.
That's right.
And I took hook, line, and sinker on that. But let me just say again what Torey just said. Kim Farmer and Raymond Janina have established a program there at the high school that's unmatchable. It really is. And the shoes that somebody is going to take and fulfill, you can't fill those shoes. The dedication that they put in over the last 26 years, and talking to Miss Farmer on some of the things that went on. But before I said yes, and I really, the plate is full when you're involved in a lot of things. And I'm not saying that this was a bad choice. I'm just saying that the motto we have in our school system is IAAK. It's all about kids. And that was really the decision that helped me make a decision on helping these kids for a few months. And so I take it with the responsibility that I will do a lot. This is the only sport, when I shared with Miss Farmer, when she shared some things with me, that there's no referees, there's no officials, so there's nobody I can holler at. And so that was a downfall. And so, but this is a sport that really a coach, and I told Torey and Jay when I sat down with them at some of our meetings that we're all together. I mean, there's no, maybe on paper you got to have someone that says head coach, but they're going, I'm going to learn more from the kids, because they played it. And obviously there are several seniors that have been there for 6 or 7 years, and just the fun of watching them play. Do I know anything about tennis? I know you hit it over the net, but as far as the logistics about it, I don't know a whole lot. And that's what, as a coach, you try to learn from those things. And I think that that a person could learn a little bit about this. Unfortunately, they play at a time that probably nobody, including me at one time, I told Miss Farmer that unless you got a kid in the program, you probably don't go watch them play. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of times at football practices, I've snuck up there and watched a couple of kids that have asked me, said, Coach K, can you come watch me play tennis today? Well, when I get out of practice, I'll sneak up there and I'll watch them. And unfortunately, that's a sport that it's today would not be a good day to be outside, obviously. But the kids they'll and Torey and I and Jay are meeting with the high school kids today to see how much participation they want to do. We just gotta, I know some of them have been around, and Ty's niece has been there, I guess, for a long time.
Yeah, and really successful.
She has been.
Chasing Phelps and several of them.
Chasing, and there's others that that have been well represented by Caldwell County at meets, and hopefully we can put a little fun into it. Not that it hadn't been fun, but put a little more fun into it, and we'll see how it goes.
One of the things that I think is maybe a slight misconception, no fault of anyone's, is that maybe tennis it is a different kind of sport. It's not a huge event sport like a basketball or football that people come to. But Caldwell has had the benefit to see a few of their kids go on and go to college playing this sport. It's provided an opportunity for them to go to college. As far as the athleticism demanded, it's huge.
It is.
So there's a little misconception that it doesn't require an athlete to do it, but it very much requires an athlete to do it. And those that go on to play it at a higher level are incredible athletes. So we're open to more kids coming out that haven't looked at tennis. Typically, what happens, it seems like in Caldwell's, they'll come in maybe around the 8th grade or the 9th grade, and that's nothing wrong with that. It's a great place for some kids to get involved, but that's tough on them because it takes a few years. You don't just pick tennis up. You gotta refine that technique. So it'd be better for kids to come out earlier and give it some time. It's a spring sport, so that it doesn't conflict with a lot of different things. But maybe baseball and soccer. But it's a great place to come play, and you play it all your life. I mean, many of the kids, we were just talking about that in here. Many of the kids that are ex-football players, baseball players, they're in the afternoon out playing tennis right now at Caldwell County.
Great cardio.
It's great
seems
cardio.
like it would be.
Got to be in great shape to play.
Yeah,
you really do.
Don't get me wrong, I've
you
only
can play
played
that
a
into your
couple of
70s and
times.
80s.
Yeah.
I am not coordinated enough.
Yeah.
To play tennis, I've tried a couple of times. It did not.
It doesn't just come.
Well,
it
you're
doesn't
like
come
me, Miss Tess.
instantly.
You want to play doubles. You don't want to
Yes.
play singles.
That's right.
Yes.
Less running.
Don't want to run as much.
It's like you want to steal the ball or tackle it. You don't know what to do with it.
But but we're gonna have a good time with it and looking forward to it. And I was going to talk just briefly about some of the kids that are playing. Of course, we talked about Bill Englebright and Chasey Phelps, Maddie Morgan. Those are all veterans that have played with us. Josie Schaefer's played with us before. We're currently on the recruiting trail with Katie McEnany. We're trying to Kaylee McEnany. We're trying to get her to consider being involved. Shelton Chancellor, Jordan Hammett, Ryan Hammett, Bryce Thompson, Billy Wallace, Riley Johnson, Nick Adams. These are all people that have played in the past that we expect to come back. We're recruiting some younger kids to try to come into the program to help us. Just have a bigger roster that we can work with. We got the opportunity this year with Steve taking on the commitment again on the interim basis to have some guys that are willing to spend a little time there. I'm going to spend some time with them. Jay Englebright's going to spend some time with them, and currently Brian Wayner has played tennis through his life, and he's excited about that, and he's going to spend some time with us. So maybe with a collection of folks, we can provide enough support to Steve to so he doesn't feel ill-equipped to do it. We got some things planned to put some things in order, like he says, so the kids can have some fun with it, but at the same time be working on specifics to the game, drills to the game, and how to get better so that we can have an opportunity to win even more. We're highly successful in this region, and there's a lot of victories that we will have this year here. It gets tougher on the state level. Again, you got kids that have played all their entire life, so they sometimes they get a little ahead of some kids that start mid childhood. But that's just something that if you're going to compete on that level, you're going to have to put in a lot of time and play a lot. So
what age do you really say? If you're a parent and you're interested in it, maybe you've played throughout the years and you really enjoy it. Not everybody can is going to be interested in playing football.
Right.
Not every kid's going to want to do baseball and basketball. If you're a kid that really says, I'd like to at least try, or a parent that said maybe this is for them. What age is a good age? Is it elementary too young? Is that when they start? And if so, how do they get started?
Yeah. Well, we're a little bit limited in our area for that at this time. I guess someone could rise up and take that on. But yeah, you can play with the school system at 7th grade. But in Paducah, Clarksville, those kind of towns, Louisville, Lexington. Those kids, when they can hold the racket in their hand, they're in clinics. I mean, I grew up in clinics.
And they can play indoors.
Oh, yeah, they can play indoors.
All year round.
So they're clinicking through the summer, hitting thousands of tennis balls. So it's not foreign to them as it is, for somebody who's picking it up as a 7th grader or something. So
But it's still
you would have to.
possible.
It's possible. You'd have to find those places in like say in Paducah, or have a parent or someone that was committed to helping around here. Now, my kids and other kids, Bell and some of the other ones have some guys that come in from Murray that do individual lessons. I know Raymond would Sims would be happy to have. I know in Lyon County he's done some group lessons. So if a collection of 3 or 4 kids decided they wanted to do some, him come over here and do some lessons, he would be up for that as well. It's just here in Princeton we just don't have the indoor clinics that they can take off in the summer and take. So it limits it a little bit. It would require someone to really be focused on wanting to do it, or a parent wanting to involve them in it.
That's great to have on your college resume, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
yeah. And there are kids hitting tennis balls today somewhere.
Oh yeah,
and on a day like today. I mean, they're in there working on it, and that does pose for our program a little bit disadvantage. But that's one thing that I think Coach Farmer and Coach Janina did so well. They would make sure that even those off times or whatever during these type of months, they would try to find indoor facilities. They would go and effort, and they really have done a great job with getting this program back there. And I know Steve's going to continue that. You and those parent volunteers that are out there.
Yeah, one of the things we're doing that Kim and them started, and Steve and us will continue, is we have, and this is great for a kid who's thinking, man, maybe I ought to give that a try. Because some will try it and they won't. Everybody can't do everything, so that skill may not come to your physical capabilities. So you just move on. You just move on from to go to something else. But we will have 9 or 10, Steve? Ken Lake.
9.
Okay, so we have 9 scheduled Ken Lake indoor practices that start in January and run through February, and we have the Raymond Sims and Mel Purcell, which will lead those. Mel will lead them, and Raymond will assist that. And Mel was number 21 in the world tennis player, coached at Murray State. So a kid could come out for tennis, and we would recommend it. They would come out, participate in some of those indoor 2-hour sessions, and they'll know within a couple of those, hey, this is going to be something I can maybe pick up, or this is something I don't want to do, and they're going to have it taught to them by someone who's done it at the major level. Mel was beat, I think, in the quarterfinals at
Wimbledon. Yeah.
So
82 or 83 maybe.
Yeah, he's been there, done that. So he'll be able to work with those kids, so a kid could pick it up. And if a kid starts in 7th grade, they'll have some success in this region as a junior and a senior. I just believe that. I've seen that already. So you could start late and still have some success, just due to the region that we're in, because it's not a lot of our regions like Caldwell County. It's not kids that have grown up playing all their life, so they're playing with guys that have spent some of the same amount of time on the court they have.
Well, the people that play tennis that are successful with tennis are in fantastic shape.
Yeah.
There's no way I could keep up, which is half the reason. So, I mean, it also makes a good second sport as well. That are they overlapping the seasons? I mean, or is this something that, if a kid already plays other sports that they could jump in on?
Well, I mean, as far as when I told Torey and Jay, I mean, it's getting into my football season as well. So I'm working on both schedules as we're talking today about. One thing Torey mentioned a while ago, I mean, this is like any coach in any sport. I mean, we're not going to make a professional football player or a basketball player or a tennis player out of these kids. They have to go out and do it themselves. Now, if they feel like that they can go out there and practice one day a week and go out there and win a match, I don't know how serious they are about playing. I mean, but we're going to offer opportunities for them to do that and give them opportunities. Now, where they take advantage of it, that's totally up to them. So, but yeah, and going back to what you mentioned a while ago about teams around this region and area, I was talking to Miss Farmer again last week, and she informed me, and I think some of the things have changed. Lyon County, I think she told me last week, had just picked up a coach, or they weren't going to have a program. Mm-hmm. She told me that unless they've done something since Thursday, Madisonville does not have a girls coach. And so I don't know if that was incentive for me to say yes, that I would be a help out with the tennis program or not, but there's programs around this area that are falling because no one is willing to help these kids in whatever it is. And I think that's one of the many reasons that when Torey and Jay had spoke to me that I thought, man, do I have the time? Well, I don't have the time, but I will make the time for these kids.
I think mentorship is part of it. I mean, that's one thing I know you're fantastic with is the kids and making them want to work hard for you. I mean, all of the kids do.
Right. And like I said, I've never coached a sport where you don't the guys in the striped shirts, they're not going to be able to hear me. So I don't know how this is going to work out, but if they're willing to work, then I'm willing to help them work with them.
And so appreciative of your willingness to do it because it is all about kids.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, there are programs around here that are struggling.
Right.
And for what Coach Farmer and Coach Janina and those that have built and those kids that have committed themselves previous years to come out and hit the courts.
Right.
Man, so thankful for you and for Jay and Torey to recruit a coach that would take this on because it's a commitment from you and like I said you're busy. Many of us are busy, but you decided you're going to jump in there and you're going to do it. So can't say enough about you doing it, and I know the kids are tickled to have you there.
Well, they don't know yet.
What we're going to provide for them though is. For a kid who just is looking for something to do, to spend some time socializing with some fellow friends and playing a sport, we're going to provide that opportunity for them. For a kid that wants to pursue winning the region and participating on the state level, we're going to provide that for them. And Kim has already done that. I mean, that's the very thing that I haven't heard her say it that way, but I would think that she would say, hey, if you want to compete, we'll compete. We'll play.
Well, you never know. It may start as one and lead into the other.
But if you're looking for something to just enjoy being a part of something, then there's a place for you there too. And multiple recruiting coordinators will tell you they want a kid that plays multiple sports. Mm-hmm. They don't just want a kid that plays nothing but basketball. I mean, they take a great kid that plays nothing but basketball, but they prefer to come in and see a 2 and 3 multi-sport athlete. So, yeah, for those not looking at soccer and baseball, there's an opportunity to come out and play some tennis and, like you said, be in great shape. And, again, a lot of the kids that you know in Caldwell County that played the Big Three are now out playing tennis in the afternoons because that's something that you can play the rest of your life.
And there's a lot of certain type of agility and different things that you do playing tennis that transform onto the football field, on the basketball court, and in the fall sports as well, and vice versa. You will use muscles. You will move different ways. With the form and everything.
We're going to teach Steve that when we get him out there and run him around a little bit.
I mean, my tennis career didn't go too far, but I did play at Caldwell County High School and love the game to this day. And I would encourage anybody listening that wants to get these kids, their parents saying, "Boy, I'd love for my kid to play." What can we do? Who can we get in touch with?
Well, we actually have a meeting today at the high school for anyone that's interested in participating. Steve and I are going to go up there and meet with them. I think Jay may be coming over to meet us too. So this particular time on the radio may be a little late for them to get. Well, cell phones, you can text your kid and tell them to go if they're interested.
Yeah.
But I would say that if you're hearing this, you think you might want to see if your kid would be interested. They don't have to be there today. This is just kind of to get the ball rolling. Just contact one of us. Reach out to a friend through the school that's already playing on some of those kids that I mentioned, or to I'm sure Miss Farmer would take that call and pass it on to Steve, or pass it on to one of us out here in the town, and we'll have a parents meeting, I think, coming up, a little more serious meeting in January, like around the 9th, prior to the winter tennis starting. So I think we've already heard from a few kids that are maybe thinking about just coming out and giving it a whirl, just to spend some time doing something in the spring. So anybody, anytime, come out and no promises. We've talked to Steve about that. He's like, "How does it work with playing time?" I said, "Well, it's similar to any other sport. No promises that of how playing time will go, but you spend the time and get better. I still say if you spend some years on it, there'll be a spot for you to have some success."
And you're still working on the schedule, Coach K.
That's one of the many things that Miss Farmer left behind.
Great.
When after May, when she resigned or stepped down, because she's wearing a lot of hats right now.
Right.
And she had when I first met with her a month and a half ago, after Torey and Jay had set the hook. so to speak. I went and talked to Miss Farmer, and I've been up there, and I told her, I said, Miss Farmer, your program, I said, your program will not be left by me. I will keep you involved, and she was gracious enough to acknowledge that, but she'd already had the schedule made for this year.
Mm-hmm. So regular season matches begin when?
I think it's March the 7th.
I figure it's somewhere in March.
Something like that, and so... it's going to be different. I'll just tell you. Yeah. And but like I said,
you're going to have a blast, and you're going to be. I know that old athleticism, and you're going to be out there hitting those balls, those kids before too long.
Yeah, we got his sweet spouse Sherry's already thinking about how they're going to get out there and get on the court. Let us break him in but let us break him down and build him up first. And
I can see some doubles going on out there.
I don't know about it has to be doubles. It won't be singles. I can tell you that right now.
Steve's going to need some triples.
I might break out the weed.
Tennis racket. I'll get Miss Tess to be my partner then.
We're going to lose, Steve. I'm
going to let you play near the net, okay? I'll be in the back line.
There we go.
That's awesome.
We'll do that.
Man, congratulations. And it sounds like our program's in good hands, and so appreciative of you taking this on. I know it's going to be a wonderful season.
I'm excited. Yeah. I think you're going to enjoy it. I really do.
I think I will too. It's just getting everything organized, I guess, and not to say put this on the back burner, but there's another sport just around the corner that I'm trying to get,
They're
prepared.
not going anywhere. I promise you. Those kids adore you, and they put you up on that pedestal. You're not going anywhere.
And thanks to these parent volunteers too that help out with the coaching and then recruit fine coaches.
That's right. Well, I think with anything that you're considering taking on that you really you just don't know much about because you hadn't spent any time with it. It's I think Steve's got some cautiously optimistic, but with some concerns about being ill-equipped.
Yes,
which is natural. I think I would too, but. Thankfully, like you said, Jay and Brian Wayner, and then I'll provide a little time as well.
Got some good support.
We'll have opportunity to have.
I've got faith in him. I don't know. I've got faith in him. I think he's going to do fantastic.
We can keep him quiet over. Tell him there's nobody to yell at.
The good thing is I think we've got a really great season. You can get some of these that you recruit. I know when Kaylee McEnany came out, she had hardly played before. Yeah. Of course, her soccer athleticism. Boy, she looked great on the court. So I hope she's coming back. And some of these young men.
She participated in the state tournament.
She went state. So I mean, if we get some of these kids that came out last year, y'all. I mean, it's going to be a fun season.
I don't know what we're going to do if we get up there today and when Miss Phelps makes the announcement to anyone interested in playing tennis. Spring tennis this year. If there's 25 kids come in, I'm gonna look at Torey. I said, "Now what are we gonna do?"
I hope you have that.
Yeah.
Now what are we gonna do?
We're gonna figure it out.
Great problem to have.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we want all we can get.
Hey, we sure do appreciate both of you all coming in. And again, give us a phone number if you're looking for information.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, you can always reach me at Goodwin Insurance, and then of course, my number is 270-963-0671. You could get information if you're a parent out there via the high school. I mean, that would be a way that'd be easy for you to remember. Mm-hmm. And then Steve, Kukahiko, Coach K, you can reach him however he chooses to be reached. But
Goodwin Insurance.
Yeah, just find us somewhere. We're out here. Princeton's a small enough town. You can yell and we'll hear you. But
Hoops Classic, give us a date.
Yeah, December 27th and 28th at Caldwell County, and
you come back Thursday.
We're going to talk about that Thursday. But if you want to sponsor, give me a call. If you got questions, give me a call. 6 states represented coming in, which will boost our economy a little bit. So
it's always a fun. That's always a fun.
Man,
I'm telling
you, we got some kids coming too. We got some kids coming. Little Alabama kid coming, averaging about 45 a night. He can play.
Ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Hooping it up.
Oh, we'll see you there.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see you tonight, too, I imagine. Yeah. We got a double header tonight. I know I'll see you out there.
I'm sure you will. Let me say one quick thing. Todd Griffith, if you're listening, I promise you I had nothing to do with this because Todd had asked me at the ball game the other night. He said, when you going to come in? And I said, well, give me a few days to get everything. So, Todd, please forgive me for doing this morning. I will come in as soon as we get some numbers to go over. So,
you'd blame it on Torey.
I always blame everything.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Let me just the anticipation in Caldwell County for the release of the new Caldwell County head coach of tennis was almost more than we could bear, and we thought
the bubble's going to
burst.
Tess
and Ty's show is a great place to release this information. And
we obviously
ratings are probably up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ratings are up. But hey, Todd, we'll come back like he said and do some more. Once he learns fundamentals, we'll get back at it.
That's right.
We thank y'all for letting us though, and we're excited.
Coach K, we love you. You're gonna do a fantastic job. Hey, it's Tess and Ty at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
The voice of Caldwell County. We're 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Today in the House, setting the terms for debate and a vote on President Trump's impeachment.
The House Rules Committee, controlled by Democrats, will determine how much time the House spends debating both articles on Wednesday. The committee will also set the procedures for debate on the House floor. So far, more than half of the Democrats from districts won by President Trump in 2016 are planning to back impeachment.
Fox's John Decker. The full House vote on impeachment at this point is expected late tomorrow night. A court in Pakistan sentences the country's former leader Pervez Musharraf to death.
The country's president from 2001 to 2008, convicted of treason and subverting the constitution for imposing a state of emergency towards the end of his time in office. It's the first time Pakistan has handed a former leader the death penalty, but whether Musharraf faces the sentence is another matter. He's been living overseas for the past 3 years.
Fox's Simon Owen. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Clouds should be clearing out during the afternoon, high 34 today. Tonight, clear, overnight low 25. Now tomorrow, sunshine, high 38, and then on Thursday, sunny, high 48. Again today, clouds should be gone by this afternoon, high 34.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Health First Community Health Center.
Lowe's has the supplies pros like you use most every day in the quantities needed for any size job. Need gypsum, ready mix, and dry compound? We have it in stock and ready to go when you are. And for everyday savings, get volume savings on in-stock insulation and drywall panels. Order at lowesforpros.com and have your order delivered to save time. Or pick up in store, where our pro loaders will be ready to load you up so you can get back to the job site faster. Whatever you need to stock up for your next job, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's, U.S. only.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Velo has arrived. It's the modern take on nicotine. Hassle-free nicotine pouches made for everywhere you're headed. So whether you're on a client visit or a girls trip, traveling to your favorite spots or crossing another city off your bucket list, flying back to see the fam, or road tripping to parts unknown, whatever your destination, Velo's ready. Visit Velo.com now to find your retailer. Website restricted to age 21 plus tobacco consumers. Underage sale prohibited.
The holidays are a time of giving thanks, spending time with family, and looking forward to what New Year will bring. At Caldwell Medical Center, we are thankful for our Caldwell County family and all the support and encouragement you give us throughout the entire year. We're also excited about all of the fun and exciting things that we have in store for the new year. As we continue to grow and serve the needs of our local community, we want to take a moment to wish you a safe and happy holiday season with your loved ones. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy Healthy New Year.
Merry Christmas from Purcell Tire. This is Stephanie Hampton, manager at your Princeton location. The last thing you want is your vehicle to end up on Santa's naughty list during your holiday travels. We have a winter car care package available that covers an oil change, tire check and rotation, brake inspection, and much more. Call us today at 270-365-7291 to schedule your appointment.
Planters Bank would like to use this special time of year to extend to you, the community, and their employees a big thank you for your continued patronage throughout the year. May the new year be filled with abundant joy and the true spirit of the holiday fill your homes with family and friends this Christmas. Merry Christmas from Planters Bank.
Get ready for the holidays. Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods is so you can be. In the deli, you'll find over 60 meats and cheeses available for your custom deli trays for a work, Christmas, or any kind of event. They can create a tray of delicious assortments of homemade cookies with 3 sizes available. Need a pie or a cake? No problem at Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods. Call ahead and pre-order all of your homemade baked goods made fresh daily in their kitchen. Pies, cakes, breads, they make them all. Is there somebody that's hard to shop for? Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods has exactly what you need. Pre-made gift baskets filled with unique specialty items, or call ahead and customize your very own. The store is full of gifts for everyone. Something for women, Men and kids of all ages. Stop by Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods today. Highway 91 between Princeton and Fredonia. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 Saturdays. Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods.
Black Patch Grill is a bar and grill with a twist. Come in and enjoy your favorite Southern food or our special Irish fare. Want something different? Try our Wednesday Burger Night. Burger menu changes weekly. Try one of our daily drink specials or your favorite from the bar. Black Patch Grill is a family-friendly atmosphere that is great for large groups. Enjoy dinner in our restaurant or outside on the patio, weather permitting. Black Patch Grill. Southern fare with an Irish flair.
Hi, this is Roy Massey, Caldwell County Attorney. It is an honor and privilege to serve you, the residents of Caldwell County. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
A dead battery does not have to ruin your day. At Riddle's 24-Hour Towing, we provide certified AAA battery service in the Princeton and Kentucky Lakes region. Whether you're at home, shopping, or out running errands, we can help. The technician has batteries on hand at the time of testing provided by AAA East Central. So if you need a jump start or a new battery with the best warranty at a great price, give us a call. The technician is trained and certified by AAA East Central. Call Riddle's 24-Hour Towing at 270-350-6368.
Energy efficient tips for winter brought to you by your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Hometown Energy working for you. Don't block air vents. Keep supply and return vents clear of furniture and appliances so your HVAC system can work more efficiently. Check your HVAC filters monthly during winter months and clean or replace if dirty. Enjoy the sun. Open the drapes on sunny days and bask in the free heat. And switch to better bulbs. LED lighting uses up to 75%